Alright, here's our interesting story about the late Fitzroy Coore, who had a very telling nickname, which was OJ, which was basically in reference to OJ Simpson, the former NFL player slash movie star who was basically went down infamy for his alleged killings of his ex-wife and her friend Ron Goldman. Because remember, a lot of these gangsters in Jamaica take up these very very dark and very negative nicknames. Because there's another gunman who met his well-deserved fate named Hitler, and we don't have to tell you who Hitler was. And for a black Jamaican youth to name himself after one of history's most notorious white supremacists, that was not going to go down well. So OJ, let's just go into OJ before his for his untimely demise. So Fitzroy Coore, who was cut down by police during an intelligence operation led by members of CTOC, Counter-Terrorism Organized Crime Division, in May, Manchester this past Sunday, was wanted for several crimes, including shooting of a 2-year-old in August 2019. Yeah, in fact, they shot a kid. I mean, yeah, he does. Yeah, yeah, they just put this way that there are a good amount of people who are not with, who are pretty much glad this guy's off the mortal coils. Me being one of them. Coore was wanted for the August 2019 double murder. Malina March, others called Mullins, and Stephen Sharp, was called Shona Percy, and one of intent of the 2-year-old girl. All right. Police said he was also a person of interest in at least 11 murders and 4 shootings in Clarendon. He's an integral member of the criminal network known to be operating in Clarendon, Manchester, St. Elizabeth, and St. Catherine. Quote, quote, was our intention to operate in Coore and once again bring him to the courts? Please do work of investigators on the ground, said Deputy Commissioner of Police Patrick Fitzbailey. Senior cop hailed the work of the detectives from CTOC and the National Intelligence Branch, as well as the Clarendon Police and the Jamaica Defence Force, where the roles in operation. Quote unquote, they've been tracking the activities of this individual for several years now, interrupting his criminal activities along the way. The excellent investigations gave us pinpoint accuracies as to whereabouts of one of the most feared violence produced in Clarendon. Thankfully, he's no longer to threat to the lives and livelihoods of people of Jamaica. Bill said, downside is that there's just going to be another dangerous criminal that's going to take his place because that conveyor belt of death and destruction is still spinning. Alright, Coore was a top-tier member of the Effortville Clarendon-based Lampard gang, as well as a member of the Bucks Common or Buckner gang. The police said he was actively planning to launch attacks in the Effortville community reprisals for a recent double murder. The 26-year-old Coore has been on the police radar for some time, having been fingered in criminal offenses since 5 years ago in 2015. After being charged in 2017 with shooting for intent and illegal possession of firearm, he fled the country and went to hide in St. Kitts Nevis. He then attempted to enter Antigua, was taken to custody during a joint operation between Antigua police and immigration officials at the airport, and later deported back to Jamaica. However, he was set free in November 2018, 2 years ago, after being found not guilty of illegal possession of a firearm shooting with intent on the Clarendon Circuit Court. Coore, 5 feet 7 inches, made the police most wanted list in May and again in mid-December. His look around on Sunday. Police said when they surprised Coore at the house, they asked the occupants exit the premises and surrender. Appeared on a veranda using 2 women as human shields. Quote unquote, the policeman sought to apprehend him, and when he engaged one officer in a tussle. During the tussle, Coore pulled a gun from his waistband, which another officer took evasive action and fired shots into Coore's direction, hitting him. He was taken to a nearby medical facility where he was pronounced dead. 9mm handgun was taken from him, police said. So there you have it. That was the end of one of Clarendon's most wanted criminals, OJ, aka OJ. So basically, if you watch politics, watch this guy broke him down better than I ever could. And yeah, guy is a seasoned criminal, and due to the fact that he has a rap sheet that pretty much that's pretty much as long as the arm of an octopus. Yeah, he was a certified criminal, but the thing is that due to the technicalities and obviously witness intimidation and apparently having some good lawyers, he was able to evade justice until so on. No, you think when I think Politics Watch brought this up is that you think that after this guy got lucky in the court of law that he'd probably say, no, I better change my ways and just like keep on the path of straight and narrow. Yeah, what happens with people who have criminal tendencies is that they are probably going to, they're not really going to see it as a incentive to change your ways, but they'll see it as incentive. Hey, I can be a bigger criminal because I feel like I have this Pablo Escobar complex. And if you know what that is, that means that you think that you're this untouchable gangster until you're no longer untouchable. Because many of the most biggest gangsters in history, whether it's Frank Lucas, Leroy Barnes, Pablo Escobar, as I said, Griselda Blanco, the El Chapo. I would be here in 5 in the morning naming all of them. All a lot of them, their downfalls came because hey, we thought that's what we're invincible, untouchable. Until got the reality check. So this guy was definitely on that shit where he thought he was untouchable, until he pretty much ended up in the morgue, thanks to police force. No, we can expect that. Yeah, there's going to be people going to be blocking the roads and protesting, saying that this was a wonderful innocent paragon of virtue. That this guy pulled cats out of trees. This guy helped old senior citizens across the road. This guy was on the verge of curing cancer and world hunger. That he is one of the many disciples at the Last Supper with Jesus Christ in the previous life. He was the salt of the earth, innocent, wonderful person that was unfairly cut down by the police forces. And I can pretty much expect that his supporters and enablers. And I have said in before in previous videos, the real threat are not these criminals, but the people these so-called innocent, ordinary civilians, who are these guys signal boosters. These are these guys cheerleaders who always glorify and laud and patron give them this title of these patron saints, and so on. Because I'm pretty sure that even though as fair as this guy was, he had his niche of supporters. I wouldn't be surprised that those two women he held hostage, he still held hostages, were probably some of his supporters who were probably helping him to hide his weapons and were supporting him until he turned on them. I'm just saying, I don't know the fact if that's true or not, but I wouldn't be surprised if these two women were probably some of his supporters. Because one thing, this very telling thing is with a lot of these these killers and these gangsters, a lot of them have these kerosenes, as Politics Watch so eloquently put, who help to aid and abet them in these criminal activities. But again, as I said, it was inevitable that his time was up. But the thing is, as I said, just like with Precky Boy or Bun Waste, I'm pretty sure that this guy, 9 times out of 10, I can guarantee this guy grew up in a situation where he was not raised with moral values. And yeah, I'm sure economic situation played a lot into it, that he probably didn't get the economic opportunities that could have veered him away from this path of death and destruction. But you never know until that's verified. I'm just guessing. But but the thing is, as I said, that now that this guy's of the mortal coil, alright, just like Precky Boy, Bunwaist, and all these others. Because that all inevitably happens. Like with these criminals, the fate's always the same. Either a jail cell, or Horizon, or Mr. Madden's funeral home, or whatever. Because it's either jail cell or the cemetery. But the thing is, though, is that it's important to know people like this, because these need to be cautionary tales, or these need to be case studies of how we don't want to have produce OJs, we don't want to produce Precky Boys, we want to produce a Bunwaist, and all other people that could be named until 5 in the morning. But this is a very interesting case, but I'm pretty sure that his followers and the people are going to probably tell me online, if anyone responds, that not go so that OJ, Fitzroy Coore was a good youth though. He never bothered nobody. That all these allegations against him were just wicked bad mind people made them up though. I wouldn't be surprised if he gets some of the cheerleaders and his boosters, will be saying that he was a wonderful innocent angel, and that he was unjustly cut down. And I pretty much guarantee some of these phony human rights groups are going to be on the same bullshit where they say that, oh, the police were wicked, they were wrong. And yeah, what as much criticism as you can have the police force, and believe me, there are a lot to be had. Yeah, I'm not one of those people that is going to just take one definite side, because I like to have a balanced perspective on everything. And the thing is, like I said, OJ, like I said, fact that he shot a little 2-year old, unless that can be proven otherwise, yeah, like I said, good riddance. That's all I'm pretty much going to say at this. So, this is for State of Jamaica in the Caribbean. Check my YouTube pages, Miles Gussenfern, Miles J Productions, and Real Thoughts on Miles. Alright.